Another week, another installment of Broken Filter Live. Coming at you from zenlive.tv.
Welcome, welcome.
The Zadal's Entertainment Network. My name is Joe Rockstar. To my left, I have my man.
And I am Spartacus, the bringer of rain!
Yeah. Also, Jonesy is fine. We can call him Jonesy.
Jonesy works.
Jonesy works. And also, we're going to introduce a couple of ladies. Do you hear what I was talking about, Gypsy?
I do.
Yeah. All right. So we got a couple ladies with us this evening, and we're going to introduce them right off the bat because we have some gender issues that are going to be in some of our segments.
Yeah.
We have the lovely Mrs. Rockstar.
Hi.
Ashley. And we have the woman, the legend, Cri from Girl's Eye View, Thursday nights at 8.
Hello,
Right
y'all.
here. Right here on zenlive.tv.
Here we are.
The reason why Broken Filter pretty much exists at this station is because I saw Cri's show, loved it, and said, I need to get on that. So we got to thank Cri for bringing us on board.
Yeah.
Stop it. Keep going.
All right. So let's get to a few things we have to mention every week. We have stickers. We have promo stickers. You've seen them before. Send me an email, joerockstar, brokenfilter.net, if you want to get a few of them. I'll send them out to you for free. I'll even pay for the postage. Our podcast listeners, iTunes, Buzzsprout, a whole bunch of Stitcher.com, a whole bunch of ways to listen to us. If you're listening to us on a podcast, we're Tuesday nights at 8. We're live on zenlive.tv. You can check us out. If you hear some of the visual things that we're doing and you want to go back and see them if you listen to the podcast, then do that. And you can see the archive footage at zenlive.tv as well. Also at brokenfilter.net. Like us at Facebook, Broken Filter Live. Follow us at Twitter, Broken Filter 1. Go buy some t-shirts at kickstarter.com. Broken Filter Live is what you look for. It's going to have some show info.
Get on the podcasts.
Yes, go listen to the podcast.
This is your homework assignment. Get on there and every one of you subscribe.
Yes.
You don't even listen to it if you don't want to. Just subscribe to it.
Just subscribe. That's it. And order a t-shirt. They're cheap. $25 you get a single t-shirt, and $50 you get 2 t-shirts and a mug, and I'll make a custom mug or pint glass. And $100 gets you 5 shirts and a minute. You can write a minute of material for us here on Broken Filter Live. We will say whatever you tell us to say for 1 minute of a show. We can't turn back. We have to say whatever. And I've heard some ideas from some of our friends, so I'm a little scared. All right. We're going to jump right into today's show. We have Random Thoughts, a segment called Merica. We have a Science or Sexist segment. Then we're hitting you with the news. Then the Wheel of Viral Videos. This bad boy. And let's start with Random Thoughts.
Random Thoughts.
All right. Who wants to go first this week, Jonesy? Me or you?
I'll go this week.
Go first. Bring it at us.
Never mind. I was going to say something wildly inappropriate. All right, I'll go first.
It's Broken Filter Live. That's what we're here for, brother.
All right, well, my random thought this week is something that I feel very frustrated about personally. You know, as a society, we have been growing in leaps and bounds. We have gone a long, long way from 1965, we'll put it as I mean, granted, we flew to the moon. That was pretty impressive. But beyond that, things really started to leap and bound, right?
Right.
But unfortunately, there are just a few things that we kind of just fucking forgot about. Having issues with, there's something with the fuzz, right?
It might be this. If I take this out, is it still going? Something on the board. All right, keep going.
All right. Shit.
Well, technical difficulty. Sorry, folks.
Yeah, I hope you guys aren't hearing this buzz that's coming through the feed, but it should be all right. So, at either rate, okay, there are some things that, as a society, we just stop fucking caring about, like blindness and some other things like this. And my biggest beef is, as I get older, it's not problems with fucking, Flomax where I need freaking, pee medication or anything like that. For me, my biggest problem is that when I wake up in the morning,
Yeah.
the first thing that happens in the morning is it feels like a large cat with creepy little whiskers and big eyes just walked across my face and just took an enormous dump right in my mouth.
Morning breath.
Every morning I wake up, sometimes I have to get out of bed just to go brush my teeth.
Yeah, that's bad. That's pretty bad.
It's fucking gross, man.
So you wanna? What's your point about shit mouth? So you have shit mouth. What's your thought about?
My
shit
thought
mouth?
is that wouldn't it be a wonderful advancement if we could all have something where like you took the night before, or it was like a weekly medication that you took, that you woke up and you're just feeling great. You know what I mean?
Fresh mouth?
Yeah.
It'd be great if they had something like that for your groin or your junk, too. Nothing like a hot, sweaty night when it's getting like warm right now.
Yeah.
You wake up and you're just... I'm sure it happens to the women, too.
It's like
ladies.
grilled cheese crotch.
Yeah, it's like grilled cheese down in your crotch area. Yeah, it happens to all of us.
You peel it apart, you know, it's that melty cheese in between.
Yeah, so the ladies have that happen, and the men, I guess we have
Yeah.
it happen with the balls. Like you get up, they're stuck to both your legs. You're like, what the fuck's going on? Good morning. Get your shit together down there, guys. So you say technologically advanced. We put a man
There
put
should
a man
be
on
a
the moon.
permanent solution to bad breath. You just always have fresh breath.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
We put
Just
a man on the
something.
moon. We put a man on the fucking moon like 50 years ago. We couldn't figure out a way to get rid of morning.
Yeah, and like I'm sure you have seen those videos where they found ways to make people that were deaf hear again. Like those videos where someone hasn't heard in 30 years, and all of a sudden they're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
You know, I wish we could do that for breath.
It's got a little thing on the bottom. It says like woman hearing her voice for the first time.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we could do that, but we can't get rid of morning
Right.
breath.
And she hears her kids like, you know, she's like, oh my god.
I feel like they could make it like a vitamin. You know, like
Hell yeah.
you take a vitamin once a day, keeps your breath fresh.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be scary.
It
can be something.
an optional thing. You know, you purchase these vitamins, you take it every morning when you wake up,
Yeah.
and it lasts like 24 hours, 48 hours, something like that.
It could be something for hippies.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
Yeah.
Take it with your birth control every day, you know?
There you go.
Birth control and breath pill.
Got your
Boom.
little timer on your phone.
But isn't
take
that-
my pill
Yeah, boom, done.
and my morning breath pill.
But isn't that what it's like? Like a cat just walked around, just gave a little.
Rubbed its ass right or like when the dog rubs its ass on the carpet.
Yeah.
It just did it right across your face.
Or maybe it was like the Easter bunny, you know, came along. It's just fucking gross. I don't know.
Little bunny drops. All right. So that's your random thought of the day. I have a good one. And this is kind of... I picked this one because we're going to have ladies in the studio. And I feel like BuzzFeed is a little bit more feminine. I admit I'm on BuzzFeed constantly.
It's
because
crack.
It's like crack. I mean, my wife's on it before bed, like for 3 or 4 hours. So my random thought is, what has society come to where we're taking some of these fucking quizzes? The which kind of fast food are you? What Mean Girls character are you? And just, I mean, I have a photo of some of these. I can't even read them right now, but it's what hunky were you in love with the Disney hunks? Like, where is society? When did we get to the point where this is fucking entertainment?
Who creates these quizzes? Like,
Anyone.
what's the
Anyone.
criteria of
Anyone
what the
can.
answers
There is
are?
no criteria. BuzzFeed, that's the thing about BuzzFeed. That's what they actually brag about, is that anybody can go on, and it's like a forum, a community. Anyone can go on and can make these quizzes. So it doesn't matter. And they just sit and they just regurgitate the same content, the same shit over and over. They just like, it'll be like 15 ways to know you're from Minnesota, and then there'll be another one, 47 ways to know you're from Florida. Like, they all just recycle the same bullshit. It's from anyone.
And the questions are completely arbitrary too. Like the same one for which Walking Dead character are you? It's the same thing as, you know, which Disney villain are you? You
I
know?
know. And
Well, some of the questions, one of it's like, which fabric would you pick? And it's like 6 different patterns. Why because I picked the paisley print, am I a carrot? You know what I mean? Like, I'm a carrot on the vegetable quiz because I picked the paisley print. I don't understand.
That's my point. Is does it have rhyme or reason to it? Is there like an algorithm in the background of the BuzzFeed quiz thing that fucking
Getting very upset.
puts together everything, and it's like, you know, there's fucking 20 computers like spinning.
Hufflepuff. You would be in Hufflepuff.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, you're out. Here's the outputted information. You are an Avenger. You know, you belong in the X-Men. Because I will admit live on the air that I took one of these quizzes the other day.
You've definitely taken
Because
more than one of these
It
quizzes.
said,
I have seen you.
which superhero
These
group?
quizzes.
I'm a nerd. I love the superhero and the comic book stuff. But which superhero group do you belong in? And so I'm like, oh yeah, let me take this.
I was in the Avengers.
I was in the
took
X-Men.
it.
I was in the
I took
X-Men.
it.
You're in the X-Men?
I was in the X-Men.
Wow.
It's fitting.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
You got the little Wolverine thing going. I
Yeah.
love Wolverine. So yeah, that's my random thought. What does society come to? This is entertainment. We have nothing better to do.
The thing that bothers me the most is I feel like quizzes like this and a lot of little things, even reality show.
Yeah.
You know that app Vine? The Vine where it shows like
Yeah.
3 or 4 seconds or something?
Yeah.
I feel like that is a cross-section of what our attention spans actually are
Nowadays.
nowadays.
found it.
Quick 4-second bursts.
There's 6 seconds. There's 6 or 7 second videos.
Because after that 6 seconds, I'm out.
Yeah.
like
Yeah, I
feel like
agree.
people's attention, and it makes like even when you watch reality shows on TV, like the one reality show I watch, is that Ice Cold Gold show. You ever seen that one?
No.
Where the guys are up in Greenland going for the fucking rubies, and you know
they have to go like deep underwater.
No.
What
Because of global warming, this fucking glacier melted on top of Greenland, and there's just millions of years worth of rubies all over the fucking place. So these guys are.
Yo, let's go.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Let's go right now.
Why are we here?
So these guys borrowed $1 million and airlifted a bunch of fucking hydraulic cranes in there and saws and diamond blades and stuff. So they're fucking sawing and chopping. And the thing is, my point. This whole thing.
It was fun. It was fun how you got there.
The funny thing is that, like, the way the show is formatted is that every 1.5 seconds a frame change. Poof, 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 poof. Like some guy's chopping, some guy's sawing, some guy's yelling at someone's pulling a teeth out of his mouth. So it's ridiculous.
You know what's so funny, if I may interject?
Yeah.
The thing that's funny is that...
Who are you to interject? Who the fuck is you?
I'm gonna go, guys. I know, that's fine. I'm just getting real quiet over here. I don't want to step on no toes. But yeah, you have me here, so here I am. From a journalistic standpoint, that's something that my professors would chop off points in anything you're doing. If you're doing a segment, a stand-up, anything like that, that would be known as a jump cut, and that's what you're not supposed to do.
Right.
So the fact that society is like all about it now says a lot about a lot of things.
But I feel like our brains are programmed for like little flashes,
quick
little fucking.
But think about it. How many times have you been on Facebook or something, right?
Yeah.
And someone uploads a video, and you click on it, you're like, oh yeah, this looks good. I want to watch this.
2 seconds in, fuck it.
You see it's like 5 minutes long. You're like, I'm out. Yeah, I'm done. You just click exit right away because you're like, I don't want to invest.
Because no one really gives a shit about anyone but themselves.
Well, I don't want to invest 2 minutes into a video.
I get it.
Because I'm not going to watch the full 5 minutes.
But if it was your video, it would be a totally different thing. You'd be like, oh my god, everyone needs to see my baby doing this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's all about
Post,
self-validation and all that shit.
I will say that it's funny when you were saying the ADD of like the digital age and whatnot. I find myself when I used to use Vine a lot. I find myself I'd be watching a Vine video, which is a 7-second video.
Yeah.
2 seconds in, I'd be like, "Fuck this."
That's the problem.
I don't got time for this nonsense. Oh, it's a fucking cat video. Oh shit, fuck this. I'm done.
I mean,
2 seconds.
I feel like people used to sit at their breakfast table and eat a bowl of Wheaties and read a newspaper.
Yeah.
You know, and nowadays it's like 2
scrolling
seconds.
through BuzzFeed.
Done.
You're scrolling through BuzzFeed eating your cereal now.
Well, you don't need a newspaper. You just open up Facebook
Twitter.
and Twitter and BuzzFeed.
Taking your what vegetable are you quiz during breakfast?
You don't need the Weather Channel anymore with Facebook. People are like, it's snowing, it's snowing, it's snowing, it's snowing, it's snowing, it's snowing, it's snowing. You're like, is it fucking snowing? Oh shit! Thanks, guys. Thanks for the fucking heads up, Facebook. Find something else to do with your day.
Snowing. Boston Marathon.
Snowing. All right, so that's random thoughts. We'll push forward to Merica. This is a new segment that we have put together because. Go ahead, Joe.
I'm sorry. I just want to hear the first part of that. It's the best.
Yeah, you gotta step up your soundboard.
That was a test.
All right, so our country, I'm very proud to live in this country. It's a great country. I mean, it's starting to take a turn for the shitter recently with some of the new things that are going on in politics, but that's for another show. But we have some real fucking winners in our country, man.
Sure do.
And they represent to the rest of the world who we are as Americans, and it sucks. And it sucks, and they do things, and certain products are put out that really represent America. So it's Merica. We're going to start off with the KFC chicken core fucking size. I thought this was a joke. This is a real thing, America. This is something that people just sat around a room, got their shit together, fucking marketing group. They're like, yo, okay, guys, we got to come up. Yes, we got to come up with a new product that's going to fucking put us on the map, KFC. What do you guys got? Maybe make a bigger bucket? Nope. What do you got? What do you got, Jim Bob? Problem sees chicken corsage. Yes! This is the free thinkers we need in our group right here. The chicken corsage guy. Bring him in.
Do you know what some of my beef with this chicken corsage is? Besides,
no pun intended.
You're right. Yeah. Besides the fact that it's completely ridiculous, it's $20.
Right.
I can get a huge bucket of chicken for like $5 and strap it on.
First of all,
you know what I mean? Yeah. How much did that baby's breath cost?
You should get a bouquet.
To add to the, you should get it for $20. Yeah. I want a fried chicken bouquet.
First of all,
I don't want a corsage
with a side of mac and cheese.
Yeah,
exactly.
And don't forget the honey mustard, motherfuckers.
Motherfucker.
As a consumer, we're getting ran by a giant dildo. Yeah. With the, as far as the value goes. And
seriously. And let me tell you, sometimes they skip you on your piece of chicken. They skimp you. You know, like you're like, oh, let me get a 2-piece.
Yeah.
And then like the second piece is like, you know, the size of your fucking pinky.
Yeah.
Valid question. Are you supposed to eat the corsage? Like, is it in case you get
Yes.
hungry? Or do you just leave it for show?
There was a 2-minute.
I would eat it.
There was a
I would eat
2-minute
it, too.
commercial. There was a 2-minute commercial that I didn't even want to air here because it's like so dumb. It's like the guy going to pick the girl up and he meets the parents and he's sitting there waiting. I'm not even kidding.
They made a commercial for it?
Yeah,
We need the commercial. I wish we had
can't.
it.
It's just
I wish
too
we
awful.
had it.
It's just 2 minutes of this show that just
Merica.
we can never get back. So I'm gonna give you the abridged version. He's sitting there. She pins the thing on the flower on his lapel.
Boutonniere, yeah.
And then he opens this box, and it's fuck piece chicken, and the parents and the woman are looking at him, and he puts it on, and then all of a sudden she just goes, and like gets this super happy fucking smile, and
That's
like gives
awful.
him this huge hug, and
That's
then
awful.
the dance, they're
It's
dancing.
extra crispy.
They're dancing. He actually says, "I know you love original recipe, honey."
Stop.
They're dancing.
Stop it.
They're doing the dance at the prom, and then she goes in to kiss him. Yeah, we're all going down the toilet, man. The KFC corsage is definitely officially.
Degradation of society.
So the highlight and the finish here, she goes to kiss him, and she's got her hand up like this.
And she bites. Tell me she bites the chicken. Oh my
Bites
god.
the chicken, and that's how it fucking ends. The commercial. That's it.
Is there
Jonesy-
heartwarming music in the background as well?
It should just end with Merica.
I feel like if Jonesy met a girl on Match.com and they were going out on the first date and he went to go pick her up, he might be the guy that brings a chicken corsage.
If that's the case,
Just
I'll
because
give you my
he's
address
funny.
after the show. And
just because he's a funny guy.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
just for shits, I feel like you do
think
that
so?
now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want you for your next date.
before you pay a girl in fucking surf and turf.
Even if I go to Riverhead for the
That's how
Riverhead
you know
project.
if she's your girl or not. Her reaction to
what's
her,
up, Jonesy? How
her
you doing?
corsage.
What's up?
Cri, we got pizza for you back at the house. Don't worry about the fried chicken.
Yes.
All right, so that's the first
That's
part
funny.
of Merica.
I'm
is
flattered.
KFC chicken corsage. Another thing that happened recently, a guy in LA was committing suicide or about to commit suicide in an overpass under one of the freeways or highways. He was going to jump off the bridge that was over the highway. And leave it to Americans to decide that it's a good time to take selfies. Well,
Let me take a selfie.
With
I
a
was
guy
just
committing
gonna say,
suicide?
Did they
Yeah.
play the song?
they got out of their cars because the highway got shut down, and they all took selfies with the bridge in the background. The guy's standing on it somewhere, hanging off the side. And this
That's
is
horrible.
There's a second picture. We have a second picture. I know if you're listening on the podcast, you can check us out, zenlive.tv or brokenfilter.net. You can see the archived footage of this. It's pretty basic, though. It's a bunch of fucking assholes taking pictures while this guy's trying to they're trying to save his life, talk him down. Yeah, you can see all the people down there taking selfies. It's like fucking 40 people. So that's America for you. What do you guys think
Ew.
about that?
Who are
Ew.
those people?
That's ugly.
Let me take a selfie. No?
That really is upsetting to
Real
me.
ugly.
So we can't even make this funny. We'll just move on because we can't even make it funny.
Terrible.
No, yeah, there's like nothing really to say except for you fuckers are awful and you're all going to hell.
Yeah.
Perfect noise.
So, yeah, suicide selfies, man. I don't even know what's wrong with people. I mean, I have trouble, like, if I'm drunk at the bar, I'm like, yeah, I'll take a selfie, you know, to have a good time.
Yeah.
Like, I would never think, like, oh my God, that guy's going to jump off the bridge. Where's
Wait,
my phone?
yeah.
Where's my phone?
Horrible. Like,
Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram, click it in, hashtag, he gonna die. Hashtag, jump, motherfucker.
Who was tweeting those pictures? People?
Yeah.
Did people tweet them? How did that? How
Yeah,
did that
yeah.
work?
They were tweeted and Instagrammed.
You know what's amazing? You guys ever drive across the Tappan Zee Bridge and on the approach, you see that big sign on the side, like that cold, icy fucking sign with just like black municipal letters across. It's just like, your life is worth living. Do not jump. And meanwhile, this person's like, I'm just a fucking robot. No one notices me. You know?
Yeah, and then
And people are taking selfies.
Yes!
With you.
Yes!
What was the hashtag that those people used? I wonder. What was the hashtag they used on those pictures?
No hope for humanity.
Oh my
Hashtag no
God,
hope for
terrible.
humanity.
Hashtag Merica.
Hashtag
It's like
Merica.
Merica. Nice.
I could see you making like a status or something, being like, you know, life is worth living or something like, you know,
Yeah.
I could see you making a status about that, but not like making a mockery of it.
Yeah.
That person's in a really low point in their life.
Hashtag
Well-
splat.
Oh God. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad.
Sick son of a bitch. True.
All right. So that's suicide. We could make it funny. It took a few minutes to settle in, but we made it funny.
You took the cake on that one, Olive.
I took the reins. Sometimes I got to grab the bull by the horns. See a picture there? Grabbing the bull by the horns. It's a metaphor, but that really happened. I actually did
That really happened.
I actually did that. All right, so here's another thing that's been going on. I was going to make another segment about fast food fiascos. Recently, I mean, the technology of the world today, everyone's got a goddamn video recorder in their pocket and their cell phone comes out. As soon as anything shit starts going down, instead of helping, people are like, fuck helping, I'm about to break this out. This is going to be fucking awesome on Facebook. So there's been a lot of fast food shenanigans, man. People getting in fights at fast food restaurants, and there's nothing more murking than this shit. We got a video here. It's called McDonald's Drive-Thru Ultimate Form Lady. See if we can find... Yeah.
Holy shit! Let's just making McNuggets in my hand. I don't want to hear it.
It's 10:30 a.m. We don't serve chicken McNuggets at this time.
Yes, you do.
No, we don't.
Why not?
Because we do.
You know what? I'm the one who just fucking hiss at you.
Hey, get your ass out of the car. What's going on over there?
Don't you fucking run away from me, you family. Oh, shit. Don't make me assume my ultimate form. I will fuck you up. Wait, I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna wreck you. Guess what? I'm gonna try to screw you.
Get the miss. Ma'am. Whoa. Stop, ma'am.
What?
Close that shit. Ma'am.
Oh, it gets worse.
Is she on bath salts?
Oh, my God. The fuck is this bitch on?
I'm reloading.
Holy shit.
Did you hear when she was like, don't make me assume my ultimate form?
I like that she's hissing at them.
She is.
That's great. I'm gonna do
Here,
that
watch
next
this.
time.
This is where shit gets real.
We need to call the police.
No shit. Are you kidding? Ah! Get him.
But then she just
Yo, I'm kind of rooting for her now. Get him.
She's probably got like 3 kids in car seats in the back seat.
crazy.
My God. Give me the goddamn chicken nuggets.
But I mean,
I like the guy. He like tries to be really calm at first. He's like, "Ma'am, it's 10:30 a.m. We don't have chicken nuggets at this time." Like, you know,
can I just say
he's
that
just trying to do his job.
Right?
I relate to this. I've had some intense. I mean, I'm a big guy. I used to be, way bigger, and I used to have a real eating problem. With all right, who am I kidding?
An eating problem.
Yeah, I like fast food. I would eat fast food every meal of the day if it wasn't going to kill me. But you ever gone to McDonald's on a Sunday morning and you're hungover? It's like you're pulling in. It's 11:01. You're like, let me get 2 bacon, egg, and cheese biscuits and a hash brown. And they're like, well, sorry, sir. We don't serve breakfast after 11 on Sundays. And you're like, it's 11:01, motherfucker. Yeah. You're telling me you don't have bacon, cheese, and eggs in there? You can't slap on a fucking biscuit?
Don't make
I know that they're made in the back.
Yeah. I know
you have some left.
I know the fry guy's over there fucking eating the bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit and a McGriddle because there's the leftovers, and I can't get one at 11:01. So you get that little bit of inner rage. You're like, motherfuckers, now I have to eat a Big Mac at 11? Well, okay, I'll deal with it.
Don't make me turn to Michael Douglas.
Don't make me assume my ultimate form.
That's like Big Daddy. You know in that scene of Big Daddy? And he's like, "Can someone get a Happy Meal?" Same thing.
Yeah. So
Can I just say after this, talking about these stories, instead of the pizza at home, like I feel like I'm really torn between getting KFC or McDonald's on the way home. Because I kind of want McNuggets now. You know?
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
Let's do both. Fuck it, let's get crazy.
Let's put our nuggets on our pizza.
Ooh.
Merica.
Yeah, that is America.
Merica.
That.
I'm picking up a corsage on the way home.
Hey, is it for me?
Yes.
Ooh.
Baby, why don't we go to KFC? I'll buy you a chicken corsage. We'll put it on. We'll take a prom picture in front of KFC, and we'll post it on the blog.
Gotcha.
We'll post it on the Broken Filter Live Facebook page.
You got it.
You should make that on your shirts.
You got
Yeah.
it.
That's just a picture.
Broken
Chicken
Filter
corsage.
Live. Home of the chicken corsage.
Do it with Jonesy. Fuck Ashley. Do it with Jonesy. You and Jonesy holding each
No,
other in a
that's true.
prom
Yeah,
pose.
that's better.
I'll fuck Ashley and then do it with Jonesy.
Oh, yeah.
Bow, chicka, bow, wow.
Let me get in on that.
All right, so there's a couple more videos. There's definitely one topless ice cream cone. This was floating around. Topless woman in a McDonald's. So yeah, she came in topless in a thong. She's just in a thong, barefoot, banging her head on the fucking thing.
This bitch is crazy. Oh my goodness.
I love the commentary.
She's
I know.
destroying our store, bro.
Oh, this is the tip of the iceberg. If you haven't seen this video, this is the tip of the iceberg.
You know, can I say I read a news story about this?
This happened Monday
And she
night,
said she
y'all.
wasn't on drugs.
She said she had a bipolar
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
Bitch, you should be on drugs if you. This is what you do.
Why at McDonald's?
Why is she naked though?
Or wherever.
Why
she is.
hasn't anybody called for help? They're laughing and taking a video. Where? First of all, where's the staff?
All right, now I'm getting pissed because this goes back to my Lawrence Taylor argument.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go ape shit right now.
Yeah, you can cut that video, Chips. It's the same shit. She be fucking. The end of it, just to end the video, she pours herself some ice cream.
This is the
Straight in her
same
mouth from the dispenser.
Go ahead, Jonesy.
This is the same horse shit that happened with Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah.
Because, this woman's trashing McDonald's. She walks in there naked. She's breaking fucking all this expensive property. But you know what's going to happen at the end of the day? Oh, listen, she was bipolar. It's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, she had a bet. And then, everyone's going to, light a candle for her at school or something.
Sympathize with
next
her.
week. Yeah.
Merica, man. All right, here's one more video. This actually popped up yesterday. I didn't even hear about this until yesterday. Chacho's in Texas. It's, I guess, a chain in Texas. Just to give it a little background story, apparently these women were drinking. They had kids, and they were drinking at the table.
I would never eat from a restaurant called Chacho's.
Was it 10:30 a.m.?
Yeah, it was like 11 in the morning. They were boozing at the restaurant. So the staff came and took all their shit and said, get out. Took all their food, took all their booze, and said, get out. So these ladies react this way. Here, play the video. It's the black lady in the pink pants. You probably lower the volume, Chips. There's another video that she goes, give me my fucking money back. Why won't you give me my money back? He goes, because you're a bitch. So that sparks. The woman that's arguing has a phone in her hand too. She's videotaping the whole thing. But this gives you a better view of the fight. Maybe you fast forward a little bit, Jips. We'll see where shit gets real. Yeah. Look at the bitch holding the baby. Can we discuss? She gets in the mix. Look at that baby's head whipping around and shit. All right, you can cut it. There we go.
I mean, she's saying you're wrong. It's like, you're jumping in there with your kid.
You were drinking
fighting
at the table with your kid, and they took your shit away, and now you want your money back and they kick you out of the fucking restaurant. Merica, America, America.
I feel like if
Ghetto
I saw somebody
bullshit.
was there with their kids like that, I would be like, I'll hold your kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, not because I would want to
Pass me the rock.
Not it's like I don't want the woman to fight, but I wouldn't want a kid to be
In the mix
of that.
What kind of food is Chacho's?
Oh God, it sounds like a burrito. Now we should just get like burritos and nuggets and pizza.
That's what it sounds like. You're right.
Hubbas.
All right, we're going to debate what we're going to eat after the show. Why don't we take our break so we give ourselves time to think? Stay tuned.
Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired?
Yes.
Does the stress of daily life seem just like too much?
Yes.
Are you simply fed up?
Yes.
Do you wish you could just make it all chill out?
But how?
Well, then you need a Royale grinder.
Royale grinder is a jumbo-sized 2.5-inch diameter premium 4-piece herb grinder that fits in the palm of your hand. With 50 closely interlined, everlasting chunky teeth that will keep on shredding whatever enters their chamber.
I can use it for all my herbs. Thanks, Royal Grinder. I'll never feel shitty again.
Order now at www.royalegrinders.com. That's www.royalegrinders.com.
Independent music, alternative news, the underground and the underrated.
Hey, this is Vinny Pastor. You can call me Big Pussy. And you're watching ZenLive.tv.
You're watching the Vidalza Entertainment Network on ZenLive.tv.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to Broken Filter Live. We got a few announcements as always this week. Please visit our good friends over at White Plains Vapors. White Plains Vapors. If you're looking to quit smoking and really do it the way that nature intended, by hooking up an electronic device full of chemicals and then sucking it into your lungs, then this is the instrument for you. All joking aside, it's really, really good. If you've ever smoked electronic cigarettes before, this is fucking leaps and bounds better. So please go visit our friends down at White Plains Vapors. And
turn it up. Song of the day, folks.
And if you're a landscaper and coming back from a long day of working in the fields, and you like to burn something that smells nice, you might as well grind it up based on our friends at Royal Grinders. Royal Grinders, baby. Go ahead and put some tobacco in that motherfucker and you're in business. All right? And then finally, I think you remember my announcement from last week. I'm in the moving business nowadays. So if you'd like to move your dear old mother down to Florida where she can start being the mother from There's Something About Mary, with the big flappy pancake titties and the extremely red skin,
yes,
then you got to give me a shout. Just go over to Joe Rockstar at brokenfilter.net. I'll set you up.
Yes.
And your homework assignment this week is to go to the podcast at iTunes and hit it and subscribe to it. And even after the show, go head on to our Zen Live TV link and just hit it 50 times for good
also
for good favor.
For good measure. Also, if you want to sponsor the show, if you want to have a commercial like you just saw, hit us up, Joe Rockstar at brokenfilter.net. Email me. You can call into the show and let us know. You can contact the guys at Zadal's Entertainment Network. You can get a commercial on here. You can save everyone a few bucks at the network. You can make this a bigger, better place. Not that it's not amazing, but it doesn't. Money don't grow on trees, so we got to get some more cash flow going here. And here it is. Take on Cri.
Chicken corsage.
KFC.
Yeah.
Wow. I like that song of the week thing, man. We just throw a real cheesy old song right in the Actually, I had an argument with them about picking that to just come out of the break with because we like that song so much, but it's really cheesy. So cheesy.
Me and Jonesy were thinking Hungry Like the Wolf.
Maybe
some Duran.
Maybe we'll do that next week.
That's a good idea. What song was I singing before that everyone was making fun of me about?
I don't remember.
And now that we're singing all these cheesy songs, I can't remember. It'll come to me. I'll just blurt it out.
Oh, Dreamweaver.
Ooh, tree.
Yeah.
Yes. So
in a couple weeks, do that one.
Every week, I think we're going to drop a cheesy old song in the mix
somewhere.
Idea. All right, let's get down to business. Science or Sexist is our next segment. We have the ladies in studio, so we decided as a group that maybe we do a little gender bender kind of, gender war argument kind of segment. So let's get right down to it. There are 6 things or statements that are science or sexist. And people would say they're sexist, but there were scientific studies to prove that they're real or right or correct.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So let's just throw them out there and get the arguments going.
Can I set the baseline first?
Sure. This was your idea.
The base coat?
Well, besides that...
Production credits to the lovely Ashley Rockstar.
I was a psych major, and I had to study a lot of these science or sexist things in the brain. So I'm going to let you know if you're wrong.
Okay.
If I think you're
interesting.
Wrong. Yeah.
All right.
Very interesting.
Well, let's push the pace here.
And we want to hear from both of you, so shout it out, all right?
Oh,
all right.
Don't you worry, I will.
The first one is women can't drive or park for shit. And apparently, it's a stereotype, apparently. Science says several studies have shown that heterosexual men are both better at navigating north and south directions and orienting themselves in three-dimensional space better than women. So spatial perception for men and spatial recognition, men are better at. Science says so.
Interesting.
Well, first of all, how many times have you seen a woman driving a truck trying to pull out of a parking space or into a parking space,
Mhm.
and you've had to sit behind that car while they try like 15 times.
Well, first of all, the 100-pound woman shouldn't be in the Excursion where she can't even see over the fucking steering wheel. She's driving like.
Welcome to Westchester County. That's like everywhere. That's just standard.
Bitch, why are you in a Hummer?
Yeah, it's too much. Too much.
Can I say my input?
Yeah.
When it comes to this stereotype, I don't feel like it's all that fair because I feel like as long as women aren't afraid or they're not timid, then I feel like they're just as good as men driving.
There'd be more fucking scrapes on our cars in the parking lot.
If they're feel for intimidated, oh, I'm not so sure. Then it changes. You know.
Well, then they pull the Austin Powers Park move, where they're like,
Right.
You're like 36 point park. You're like, fucking goddamn it.
Yeah. I also think it has something to do with the fact that we're so attention detailed, at least the majority of women are so detailed oriented that like if they're not doing it perfectly, then they're gonna just freak out and it's gonna be one of those things like if you don't park perfectly or if you
there's actually something in your brain called a corpus callosum, and it's the fibers that it's like a bridge of fibers that connect the left and right side of the brain.
Chota?
So
I'm sorry, go ahead.
So women have a lot of those fibers, which makes them better at multitasking. That's what it helps with. And men have less.
You're kidding.
This is a real scientific thing, really.
All right.
Which makes it harder to focus on multiple things and easier to focus on one thing at once.
Yep.
So,
Is that a
I mean,
fact?
maybe that is a
Goddamn.
fact. That's a fact. You can Google it.
It says here that they did research on children, and by age 4, they scanned the brains of 1 million kids and found by age 4, boys were already surpassing the girls in spatial ability by a ratio of 4 to 1. So, meaning that the spatial ability and cognitive ability to do
So is that
spatial recognition.
is that why I have trouble butt chugging and smoking a cigarette at the same
Probably.
time?
You definitely.
Is that it?
Yeah. It might be that.
I always wonder, is something? I feel like there's
You
something
have
wrong
less-
in the brain, like
less-
something.
yeah.
Wow.
Let's not be very good at cunnilingus either they gotta do a lot of things at once.
Oh, I do the alphabet when I do cunnilingus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, but like no multitasking while doing it though. Like only
Well,
no hands.
first I put first I put a pillow under her butt, and then I do the alphabet. So I multitask.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, but you're not really doing two things at once. That's like in order. Like
Right.
first you prop up the ass.
Do you want to get really
and then you
disgusting?
get-
I can do two things at once down there.
All right, we only have an hour show, so as much as I'd like to hear Jonesy's description of his cunnilingus skills,
We'll talk about that later, Jonesy.
yes.
Aha!
That's what I'm talking about. Drop that there. That's perfect. Number 5, the next thing we'll move on is men are freaking slobs.
True.
Number 2.
Well, it goes 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
So we're counting down. Number 5, men are slobs, and it's about smells. Like men will be like, "Oh, that doesn't smell," and women will be like, "It smells disgusting in here.
Right.
Light a
Okay.
candle."
All right.
And so what science says is women are really better sniffers than men. This is despite there being no physical differences between the male and female nose or the number of receptors they have. Not only are women better at detecting smells, but studies have also shown that women use a bigger chunk of their brains when processing smells. So their brains process the smell.
I don't know. I have like a werewolf sense of
You
smell.
do. Wow. Oh, you should have seen when she was pregnant.
Oh my god. Like he'd come home and I'd be like, well, you've been gone for 12 hours. Somebody smoked at least one cigarette next to you,
Yeah.
approximately 15 feet away.
You were definitely on the subway.
You touched somebody who was wearing this perfume. You haven't washed your hands in, I'd smell his hands, 35 minutes. Like I could pick up, oh, you were in the Bronx today. Like, like I could definitely always.
Did you have an Egg McMuffin for breakfast? It'd be like 5 o'clock at night. I'd be like,
No,
yeah.
actually, that's true. He would come home and I'd be like, I know you had onions
Yeah,
today. And he'd
you-
be like,
you
but
just-
I had it in my omelet this morning and it's 10 o'clock at night. They
Yeah.
were red onions and I know
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Fascinating. I didn't know that.
And I don't know if that's a standard thing with women, but I
No, it is.
really
Absolutely.
can tell. I can
Absolutely.
pick anything
Ooh,
out.
here's a good thing to add to this is women generally detect all odors better, but their noses detect the male body odor stronger than men can sense it. That explains a lot as to why you always tell me I smell like shit.
Yeah.
Apparently, it has something to do with the pheromones and her brain recognizing the pheromones.
Yeah.
So they recognize the pheromones, but then they're also recognizing the stench. Where men are just like, I'm good.
Poor women.
Definitely.
Poor women.
It's rough sometimes.
It's really sad.
It really is. And same with, like, have you ever noticed, at least I've noticed, like, if I have a sleepover with, like, my girlfriend, we wake up in the morning, it doesn't smell like shit. You have a sleepover with a dude, that room fucking reeks.
Yeah.
It smells awful.
Crack
and you're
a
just
window.
Like, ugh. And it's just like that smells stagnant. My brother's room smells like shit always.
It's always,
Grilled
all
cheese,
the time.
it's like grilled cheesy morning ball thing.
Yeah, it is. But, like, we get it too, but it's just like
it's just not the
hormones
same, yeah.
for dudes. It's just like, so my brother's room always smells like dirty
It's overwhelming.
dick, and I'm
It's
like,
over.
what is this?
It's a bag of dirty dicks.
If he sleeps late and I come in the room, I'm like, I come back in like 2 hours later. I'm like, oh, this is awful.
Yeah.
I'm lighting candles. I crack the
Dude
window.
shit smells so much worse than chick shit. It's just
We'll break that out for next time. Science and Sexist. Men's shit smells worse.
It totally.
That's
because
women's shit don't stink, right, ladies?
No, it does. It totally smells, but like
does.
your guys' smells exponentially worse.
All right, so there's science behind that sexist comment, sexist fact, stereotype. We're gonna go to the next one. Number 4. Women are wimps. This is basic as stereotypes get. Guys are bigger and stronger and traditionally are thought of as the more badass of the sexes. Women are frailer, smaller, and prone to the sniffles at the slightest injury. Blah, blah, blah. Besides childbirth, that whole nonsense. So what science says is women do have a lower pain threshold, but it has nothing to do with toughness. Men don't feel pain the same way women do. Women have more pain receptors in the skin.
We feel that shit in our soul.
Yeah.
But I have to say, like, I feel pain, but I'm not a wimp about it. When I was a kid, I had a broken arm for like 3 days. No, really, my mom didn't believe me that I had a broken arm because I didn't cry about it. And then like 3 days later, when it was like purple and swollen and like really, distorted,
You know what,
she was
though?
like, I think we should go to the ER.
You know what's so weird though? I feel like girls tell a lot of Paul Bunyan tall tales when it comes to injuries and horrible things that have happened. They're like, oh my god, I tripped over a banana peel and I fell down the stairs and then a wild boar came out and smashed me in the skull with his horn, and I'm just like, are you fucking crazy? Like that really happened to you? I feel like they tell tall tales.
They're dramatic for sure.
Yes. Yeah, and you know what it is? They fucking slip and nick their pinky toe on the coffee table. They call 5 of their friends to tell them they did it.
That hurts like a mother.
I know it hurts.
Know it.
Totally.
But
girls are tough though. I'll give that to them.
Well, yeah, I mean the childbirth thing, but apparently they have more pain receptors, so they feel more pain. And it also says here that a lot of women, when they get bad injuries or bad surgeries, need double the amount of painkillers that a man would need.
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
That shit makes you constipated. Whatever.
I actually had when I broke my shoulder, I was doubled over in pain. I thought my appendix burst, and it was because I was so constipated. I fucking didn't shit
He
for like
told
2
me that we
weeks.
couldn't go away for the weekend. He was convinced he had appendicitis and that he had to go to the hospital. And do you know what happened?
He took a dump.
They told him he had to take that he was full of shit.
I took a goddamn box.
He was literally full of shit.
Box of laxatives. I took.
You know that scene from Dumb and Dumber?
Yeah, there's shit everywhere.
I took the dose, the recommended dose. Nothing. I took another dose. I called the doctor. I called the doctor, and they're like, just take as many.
Yeah.
You can't OD on laxatives.
He ate
just
the
take
whole
ate
box.
The whole
How long
box.
did you shit for?
I was in the bathroom for like an hour and a half.
Well, for next time, you know what they say that the way to poop, the best way to poop, the way we're supposed to normally poop is you're
Hold
supposed to
your
put your
ankles.
Yeah, you're supposed to like put yourself in kind of the fetal position because you're supposed to shit like that.
You're supposed like a squatting position.
Squat. You're supposed to do a nice squat, and that'll really get the bowels moving.
Yeah.
Really move the bowels.
This is taking a shitty turn. All right, let's continue. Number 3, women love to talk and talk and talk and talk. When it comes to communication, we've all heard that men are from a... Jones, you're getting really good at this soundboard, bro.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. So, yeah, women talk a lot more than men, blah, blah, blah. There's a whole explanation. But let's get down to the science of it. The areas of the brain responsible for language are over 17% larger in women than men, making them the well-hung studs in the stables of conversation.
That's just silly.
So why
silly.
do you talk so much then? Because you talk
He's
a
a
lot.
woman.
Is there something you need to tell us?
He's
I
a
have just
post-op.
so much intelligence in my brain, it just needs to
overwhelming.
come out.
It's overwhelming.
Overwhelming. I have a lot to say. When you're smarter than most people in the room most of the time, you really have to just, you know.
Except right now.
Yeah.
Well, his name is
Pretty equal
Joe
around here.
Rockstar. Could you imagine having that name? I mean, I think that kind of comes with the territory, right?
Jonesy, that name was assigned to me as a nickname.
DJ Joey Rockstar.
Yeah, how old were you? 19?
It was bad news as to why I was. So we got a lot of stuff to get to, and I see the clock is ticking. So let's keep pushing this. Women see mauve, men see purple. Apparently, the shades of purple.
Joe and I had an argument He kept saying his shirt was blue. I said it was purple. We fought about it for like 3 days. My friend walked in the room. She's like, "Oh, you're wearing a purple shirt?"
So apparently the X chromosome sees reds differently than the Y chromosome. So like the XY combination, it puts men at a disadvantage for seeing the full color spectrum. So purple is strongly differentiated between men and women. So there you go. And number 1, women are lightweights at boozing. So it's women can't hold as much of their liquor as men can, and people sometimes say it's chemical makeup.
How about booger sugar?
I've heard body weight.
Booger sugar.
I've heard body weight too.
So it's true, but not for the reason you're thinking, which is most likely body size, right? According to research, the real reason why women can't hold their liquor as well as men is because men and women have very different water to fat ratios in their bodies. Men's bodies are made up of about 61% water, whereas women average about 52%.
What?
While this doesn't sound that important, it means the male...
That's very important.
The male biology acts like a cheating bastard of a bartender watering down every drink a guy consumes.
I'm carrying around a fucking Poland Spring jug over here.
Yes. So your body breaks it down and rehydrates the whole system better than a woman. So there you go.
It's nonsense.
Science, sexist. It's both, bitches. All right.
Do we have any kind of verdict, Ashley, on that, or what?
I mean, it's probably true.
You guys probably have better hangovers than we do, considering.
Yeah, I definitely think that. I mean, it's a plus and negative for a woman, I guess. You guys probably have not as terrible hangovers as women. For us, that sucks.
Yeah, except we drank more.
But
True.
It's a sliding scale.
We're a cheaper.
Sliding scale.
What if you're a heavy
We're a
woman?
cheaper date. We're a cheaper date.
Yeah, except some
Spend
women,
less.
because some women can drink like men. Honey.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's get broken news going before we run out of time here.
Broken news.
Broken news. It's not breaking news. It's broken news. A little bit different than what you're going to see on your 11 o'clock news. Kitey Tong ain't bringing this to you. This is stuff. It's a little obscure, a little different.
This is Jack Cafferty from New York. Sorry.
All right, let's get into it. Twitter had a lot of action involving airlines this week, the past couple days. Two things happened on Twitter involving airlines. One, a girl 14 arrested after a terrorism joke on Twitter. This little girl said, "Oh no, that wasn't it. Too early." That's the next one. So this girl, she's 14. She tweeted, "I'm Abraham from Al Qaeda, and I'm going to do something big on June 1st at American Airlines." She tweeted it at American Airlines. So American Airlines comes back and says, yeah, no, you're in a lot of trouble, like, blah, blah, blah. I don't know exactly what they said. But apparently she responds with, "Oh, MFG, I was just kidding," on Twitter. Then she says, "I was joking, it was my friend, not me. I was joking, it was my friend, not me. Take her IP address, not mine. Please, 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 can I do something to make it good? Please, I'm so scared. I'm just a 14-year-old white girl. I'm not a terrorist, please."
That's a white girl.
And then, "I'm not going to tell my parents. They'll tell me to delete my account. Oh, my God, that would be the end of my life. Bitch, Guantanamo will fuck your life up." And the Patriot Act, I'm sure.
Wasn't she from like Norway or something?
I don't know. So she fucked up.
She's Dutch.
I feel like this is a wonderful opportunity to conduct a very productive social experiment, you know, because our criminal justice system could only handle so many people, right? For people like this, I propose we give 24-hour referendums. Like, if you want, you're allowed to chase her around with a super soaker filled with gravy or something, or like with like a paintball gun or something.
Something that walks the thin line of cruel and unusual punishment.
Yeah, something that's a little bit dark and a little fucked up. But you know, like, we want to shame this person.
Teach us a lesson,
right?
though. You got to
teach we want to shame her. We don't want to put her in jail. We just want to shame her a little bit.
Like the government gives all the citizens the right to hit her with a raw fish right in the face.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah,
like, she's just at the fucking. At the froyo fucking place, putting some fucking sprinkles on her froyo, fucking just come up with a fucking salmon. Bah! Bitch, don't fuck with national security. You learn your lesson. So that's the one thing that happened with the Twitterverse involving airlines. U.S. Airways was involved in another thing. This nonsense went back and forth between a passenger on one of the airplanes. She tweeted at U.S. Airways, "Unhappy that 1787 sat for an hour on the tarmac because of overweight, resulting in an hour late arrival, blah, blah, blah." U.S. Airways comes back at her and says, "We truly just like delays too. We're sorry. Obviously, they didn't mean to do it." She goes back, yeah, you seem sorry. In fact, you're so sorry you couldn't be bothered to address my other tweets. Oh, okay, because, that's what they do all day. U.S. Airways says...
You are a smelly pirate hooker.
Exactly. So, what U.S. Airways, someone must have fucking smoked a big fat L, had a couple beers, and then this happened. They tweeted this out there. Says, we would like your feedback if your flight is complete, blah, blah, blah. Click here to post your review. And it's a picture of a woman shoving a big airplane into her vagina. Yeah.
Who was the person that had the password to the American Airways Twitter?
U.S. Airways.
Or U.S. Airways, I'm sorry. And tweeted this picture. That's really nervy. Who was you know what? Fuck this lady.
Yeah.
I'm about to tweet this picture at her. Who did it? That's really nervy.
PR nightmare.
Yeah, seriously. Holy shit. That person got fired.
The PR department went, you gotta be fucking kidding.
Yeah, seriously. At that point, you just throw it up in the air. We're done here.
And it was up for an hour, right?
Let's go to happy hour, guys.
We're all out of a job.
The picture was uncensored when it was posted.
Yeah, I put the heart and stars up there. That was
Shut the fuck up.
No.
Uncensored, and it was up for an hour.
There was a winking butthole, man. There was a winking butthole.
Winking butthole.
Was she hairy?
No, she was shaved.
Shaved?
She was shaved how
All
she
right,
should be.
at least she was shaved.
I mean, yes.
Holy shit.
Now we're talking, U.S. Airways. Getting in the mix with a plain dildo. All right. All right. So that's what happened to Twitter with some airlines. There was a 14-year-old that got arrested. She got arrested before in the other story, and now the
look at her face. Sorry.
Who is that woman now? Like,
yeah, I want to know.
Can she take legal action for them?
Show
tweeting
yourself.
Her picture?
No.
Once it's on the interwebs, I mean, you really
Yeah.
can't do much about
I guess,
it.
yeah.
All right, so what else we got? We got another couple news stories. We got a man jailed for 6 months over loud sex. In Italy, his condominium complex was complaining that he was having loud sex all the time. So he was really fucking giving it to her good. And apparently his girlfriend's really loud, so they said it was disturbing the peace. And the Italian laws are a little different than how we do things over here. But he's in jail for 6 months.
6 months.
Because they said it was stalking.
I can imagine, for some reason, I imagine this guy looking just like Andrew Dice Clay. It's like, hey, what's up? I'm plowing over here. What do you want from me, huh? Hey, I thought her teeth were melting.
Yes. And
You know where you probably wouldn't get arrested for that?
Where?
Merica.
Merica.
Definitely not. It sounds like there's just some jealous housemates going on over there.
Yeah, so it was
It sounds like
pretty rough. So 6 months in the fucking old pokey because he was
getting a little pokey.
Yeah, getting a little pokey in the pokey.
Oh.
What are you in for, bro? Fucking my bitch.
Oh, cool, because I'm about to make you mine.
Exactly. I underhanded that one to you guys. I want to see if anyone would take the bait.
I did.
All right, so that's that. Man jailed for 6 months in Italy for loud sex. We also have the first weed vending machines have been installed in Colorado. We got a photo of one. It is baked goods, marijuana inside. It is like a goddamn stoner's fucking dream. Just
I feel like, as a society, it's a little bit too early in the process.
You think so?
I
don't think so.
Disagree.
I feel like there's going to be a big dented steel garbage can that goes flying through that fucking, through that glass. I don't know.
Well, you know what? They do have. I mean, I haven't heard about the vending machines before this, but I know, like, in places in Alaska and places in Colorado, they have like little drive-throughs. Especially in Alaska, it's so cold. They have like little shacks.
They do have those. I was there, yeah.
You can pull up, you can get your coffee.
Yeah.
And you can be like, and I want a special
They're
brownie.
all over the place, yeah.
And you could just, you don't even have to get out of your car. You pull up, you get your coffee, you get your special brownie, and you drive on your way.
Yeah.
Well, if anyone's listening in Colorado, in Avon, Colorado, outside of Montana's Smokehouse, it is stocked with a variety of edible delights.
I feel like that's like the weed pizza from last week or 2 weeks ago. It pays for itself.
Yeah,
it definitely will.
You're like, oh, I'm really hungry. I should eat another brownie.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, man. You'd be people sucking dick behind the vending machine to get a few quarters to get another fucking round.
I mean, it's just weed. I don't know if all that would be going on. I might scrape underneath my seats in my car.
I would definitely do that. Go to the TD Bank Penny Arcade.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the Coca Leaf brownies.
and
Yo, man.
And the thing is, everybody is going to win. There's going to be no elderly abuse. There's going to be no cigarettes being put out in people's foreheads.
Nope.
Everybody's going to win.
Yep.
Yeah.
From, although that would be great if there was like a giant steamroller in the fucking vending machine, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Like those big things in there.
Let's shoot over to the last story I want to get to. It's the world's dumbest cop pulled over a porn star. Guess what happened next?
Guess what happened?
She had a bunch of pills. She said, I have some happy pills. Well, she must be dumb as shit, but like, what is that? What do you have in the car? She said she had some booze, some happy pills, whatever.
What are happy pills?
Vicodin. She had a bottle of Vicodin, illegal bottle of Vicodin. So then she said, I'm a porn star, Barbie Cummings. He said, no, you're not, whatever. She said, here, watch some of my porn videos. Prove it. So they went in his cruiser, popped open the laptop, because that's what our tax dollars go to. That's Barbie Cummings popping up on your screen right there. She's pretty good looking, I mean. So, anyway, they got to talking, and he said, do you want me to make these pills disappear and just give you a speeding ticket? And she said, yeah, sure. And he was like, well, what does a guy like me got to do to get a girl like you? Yep. Exactly. So she gobbled a little doogie in the backseat of the squad car. He took videos and pictures, fucking sent them to her, asked her for her fucking email, sent her the videos and pictures of him getting his knob job.
Ridiculous. Just ridiculous.
And then she posted it on her blog saying, this is how I got out of a ticket, because she's a fucking...
How dumb is this cop?
What an asswipe.
But then he fucking told all his coworkers. He fucking went around the precincts like, oh my god, this bitch fucking sucked my dick to get out of a ticket. Look, she's a porn star. And he lost
Did he
his job.
really think that he was going to be able to keep his job after that?
I don't know.
I don't think he really gave a shit. I mean, really, if you think about it, isn't that like every guy's dream? Like, get his dick sucked by a porn star?
She still got a
in the back. First of all, he gave her the speeding ticket.
That's the shit. I would have been like,
but it was in his cop car while he was on duty.
That's stupid. That's
like
dumb.
there are lines,
There are, but at the same time, like, would he have ordinarily gotten his dick sucked by her? Absolutely not.
No.
Had the, so I guess.
No.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
22.
I swear, it was a simpler time 40 years ago. It really was.
Before cell phone pictures.
Yeah.
Cops could get fucking blowjobs to get women out of tickets, and no one knew the wiser.
Everybody
My
wins.
word against yours. My word against the porn stars. Yeah. You win. Then it's fucking photographic evidence. You're fucked. All right. That's broken news. We have a little time left. I want to get to the wheel of viral videos. Cri, you want to come spin it for us?
I sure do.
We always close the show with a couple viral videos. If you're listening on the podcast, go check them out at brokenfilter.net. Go ahead, give it a spin. What do we got? The Chupacabra.
Yes.
Deep in the backwoods of South Texas, you never know what might be lurking around the corner. Or in your tree.
This is legit.
He saw this strange animal sitting up here eating corn.
In Ratcliffe, a small town in DeWitt County, residents are certain they found the mythical, despicable Chupacabra. And this time, it's alive.
It's
Jackie
cute.
Stock says her husband caught the creature Sunday night.
He called me to come and look, and I said, Bubba, that looks like a baby chupacabra.
With its hairless back, large claws, countless teeth, and ferocious growl, many would say this animal fits the bill.
I hunted coons, 20 years with dogs and all that. And
He is
I ain't
speaking
never seen nothing
swamp
look
right
like
now.
that right there.
Harmon says one of the big signs it's not a raccoon is its growl.
You can cut this. We'll go to another video. You guys got the idea. It's a Chupacabra.
Wow.
They fucking
but
euthanized
what is it really,
by the way.
though?
I don't know. They don't know what it was.
No, I think that looked like one of those hairless raccoons.
I think that's what they said they thought it was.
That's what they were trying to say,
They
yeah.
fucking euthanized it the next day.
That's terrible.
They put it down. Yeah.
You know what's ironic?
They said, like it might have had like some mange, and the people were like, "Fuck it, kill it." They fucking took it out in the back and old yellowed that shit.
God! Just really quick, it's very ironic that this was a story that we picked because chupa in Spanish means suck, and we just talked about the blowjob. So, Chupacabra.
Let's see if we have time for one more of these guys before we check out.
What you gonna get? What you gonna get? Ghost?
You know what? The ghost is a little long. It's next to cell phone accident. Why don't we do cell phone accident?
Okay.
This will be.
Because I was with her.
Look to the left. Look to the left. She's on her cell phone. Oh! Let's play it one more time. Look to the left.
Because I was good.
She's walking in the pink shirt. Texting. Oh my God, LOL. Bam!
Rough. That is rough.
Oh, that's, ladies and gentlemen, why you need to pay attention in crosswalks or, major highways or when there's cars coming your way.
I hope she has Obamacare.
That should be their commercial. Get your Obama phone and then Obama.
Get your Obama phone!
Obama phone! All right, ladies and gentlemen, our hour is coming to a close. Listen to us on iTunes. Podcast, download us so you're driving in your car, you can hear us. If you are listening on the podcast and you want to see some of the stuff, go to zenlive.tv. Live Tuesday nights at 8. I'm Joe Rockstar. Cri from Girls Eye View. Check it out Thursday nights at 8 on zenlive.tv.
Yep.
Ashley Rockstar and my man.
And I am Spartacus.
Jonesy and Gypsy, thanks for hitting us on the boards. Have a good night.